A very good morning to you, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a fabulous start to your day. It's Thursday here in Sydney. Absolutely stunning day outside. I was up early this morning, got to see the sunrise. It is so bright sitting here in my home office that I actually had to, the blinds are, the views in front of me, I had to close the blinds because it was shining in my eyes and I wouldn't be able to see you guys. So I thought I better close those blinds up because it is a real beautiful day today. But you know what? I am, regardless, it could have been the worst wintry, cold, blustery weather ever, and I still would have been extremely happy with myself. Reason being is that very late last night, I finished putting together the brand new boost camp. The 28-day shred boost camp is now live. So we are here to talk about that today. But before we get into that, I just want to say a very good morning to people joining me live. So I can see we've got, is it Beta is joining us live on YouTube. And also we've got Jay Dowie 4800 joining us live on YouTube as well. Good morning to everyone joining us live on Insta. It is, like I said, it's a fabulous day. It is a good feeling when you hit your deadline, right? And it's been such a massive couple of weeks here at Bridget's Healthy Kitchen. I wasn't quite sure whether I would be able to meet this deadline, but I gave it a really good go, and the meal plan, I couldn't be happier with it. So the 28-day shred boost camp meal plan is now available for download. Now, the reason I wanted to do a live, a couple of reasons. Say hi. I've been MIA because I've been literally at my desk in my kitchen testing recipes, looking at the nutrition, looking at the science, like really heavily for the last, I really knuckled down and got to work Friday last week to really put all my energies into this. And it does take me some time to put together these amazing boost camps that we do. And I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I have done well over, I'm going to say it's be close to 50 meal plans now in the last 5 years. So I've put together these nutritional programs. And there are multiple different types of boost camps that you can do. In fact, here's a few just to show you guys. These are some of the more recent ones that I've put together. So we've got Fat Loss for Less, we've got Bridget's Healthy Keto, Gut Health Makeover. There is so many different ways that you can do your boost camp. And then every month, on the 13th of every month, and I'm just looking at my calendar, it's the 13th of the month. So as in today, I reveal the new theme for boost camp. So I release a brand new meal plan. So this month's meal plan, I'm calling it the 28 days. Well, I've called it. It's too late. I can't change the name. The name is the 28-day shred. And what I was essentially trying to do was to, number one, optimize fat burning potential, because for a lot of people who come to boost camps, they want to manage their weight. So I was looking at providing a plan that can help people either to lose excessive stored fat that they have on their body, or they wanted to manage their weight. So maybe they had an area of the body that they want to focus on. Let's say that they were carrying excessive weight around their belly or, wherever. And for all of us, our goals are always completely different, aren't they? So I wanted to create a boost camp that was, number one, going to support weight management, because when we are at a healthy weight for us, then our body is in a better place to give us health. So, regardless of what your goals are coming to a boost camp, I do absolutely appreciate that a lot of people want to manage weight, because it is an indication that their metabolic health is good, right? So that was one of the things that I wanted to do. And can I just say, before I get going, I've got my coffee here. As anyone else, let me know if you've got your cup of coffee or tea in front of you. Good morning to Debbie. Good morning to Joe, who's joining us as well. This is from Debbie. She says, I'm back. Good to have you back, Debbie. Well, welcome back. Also, Joe and Stephanie's joining us all the way from New Zealand. The beautiful Robin, you are up early, my darling. Robin's joining us from WA. Morning, looking forward to the new plan. Look, I'm excited. I have to say, it's a brand new style. I'll explain what that is in a second. So also, good morning to Mindy, who is joining us as well. Good morning to the beautiful Tracy, who is joining us all the way. Oh, can't show you comment, love. I'm trying to. What's going on? Don't know what's going on. Can't show your comment, Trace. There we go. Good morning, all. I just downloaded the meal plan. OMG. Tracy's joining us from the beautiful, but I imagine quite chilly Moonbee in rural New South Wales. I can also see Emma joining us. Wendy, good morning. Good morning. Debbie. We've got 2 Debbies coming on. This is from Debbie, who's back. New plan looks amazing. Been making my shopping list already. Yeah. Need to get back on track. We are here to help, Debbie. We're here for the tracks. These are the tracks. You're back on them. You've downloaded the meal plan. You're already putting your shopping list together. You need to be extremely proud of the steps you've taken already. And it's what? Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning here in Sydney. So you've done extremely well because this meal plan just went live this morning. 12:01 this morning, it went live. And if you are a current member of Boost Camp, you now have the ability for, if you, depending on when you signed up, but you get access to all of these new meal plans, right? You get to choose one from the catalog, from our back catalog, or you get to be a part of the new Boost Camp and do it along with the community. So for a lot of Boost Campers, we sign up, we download, grab our shopping list. We take a couple of days to get ourselves organized. Maybe you want to do a bit of a stock take in your existing pantry and, put a few things out of sight, have a bit of a cleanup. That's always a really, really good idea. Have a bit of a cleanup of your existing pantry. Do that stock take, do your shopping, do your prep, and get organized. And for a lot of people, starting on Monday is a thing, right? So we've got a group of people who are starting on the coming Monday, and then we've got another group who will be starting on the Monday after that. So you've got time to get together, especially if you do want to do it as a community. So I just realized what was in front of me. Oh, a shameless plug. Woo! I want to boost my coffee. I want to fiber max my coffee. Look at that. Can you believe that that's good for us? It just looks like syrup, right? Well, it is. It's syrup. Gotta lick the spoon. Oh my gosh. It's sitting on, I have one on my desk. I have one sitting on my desk at all times. Because sometimes, I forget to have my afternoon one. I never forget my morning one because it's next to my coffee machine. But I did forget because I was running up here to do this live, and I was like, oh, there it is. So shameless plug for my fiber maxing my coffee this morning. So Boost Camp went live this morning. And of course, I am talking about the brand new one, which is the 28-day shred. So the 28-day shred is different to any other Boost Camp that I've done before. And as I was saying earlier, I've probably done well over 50 meal plans now. There are currently 19 meal plans that you can choose from on our website, but this is the latest one. It's so new that there's probably, we know that Debbie's downloaded hers, good on you, darling. We know that Tracy's downloaded hers as well, but it is so new that for most people, it's probably the first time you've seen it. Probably the first time because it went live this morning. And I wanted to come on here, give you guys a bit of a rundown on how this Boost Camp is going to work because it's slightly different to the other previous Boost Camps that I have created. And one of the things that I love to do not just as a chef who likes to challenge herself, but more so as a nutritionist, is I like to build things into camps that I know are going to benefit us nutritionally. So I want to optimize our nutrition. And when people give me feedback, I listen. And one of the biggest feedbacks that I was getting from people when it had to do with Boost Camps was they loved doing them, but they were very time poor. Or they loved doing them, but they felt that sometimes they felt a bit overwhelmed by the enormity of what they were wanting to cook, wanting to prep, wanting to stay on top of it. For some people, one of the issues that they've had with Boost Camp is they do the first couple of weeks really, really well. And then on week 3, when it comes to that prep day, they're like, oh, it's just all too much. And they fall off, so to speak. For other people, they've just done this lifestyle so long, they just get into it, right? And they love the challenge. So I did listen to all the feedback that I was getting from people when it came to the style of Boost Camp. And I thought, you know what? As a nutritionist, I can really look into not just the logistics of how we deliver a Boost Camp, but how we can optimize the healing and the nutrition for people. So this boost camp, essentially what it is it is a boost camp that utilizes the resource, and it is a resource, which is time restricted eating, known as TRE. If you want to be fancy, we don't have to be fancy, or intermittent fasting, which I'm sure pretty much everyone's heard of. Let me know if you haven't heard of it, because I can speak more. I can speak more depth on it, and let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about that a little bit further. But intermittent fasting, or time restricted eating, is simply when for a certain amount of, we've got 24 hours in a day, right? And then for a certain amount of hours during that day, you put your body into a fasted state. And fasted state simply is the absence of eating. So you're either in a fasted state or you're in a fed state. And in order to be in a fasted state, it is the absence of energy, like taking in energy, things that will cause your body to either respond with blood sugar, respond with having that sort of that feeling that you're full. It's basically food, right? But not necessarily, because there's also beverages that have a lot of energy as well. So fasting is the absence of eating. And we all fast every single day, whether we realize it or not. When you're sleeping, you're in a fasted state because you're not eating. Now, the body or the tummy does take a couple hours to empty out. And it's kind of during that process that your body becomes into this fasted state. So when you're doing something like time restricted eating, or you're doing intermittent fasting, you're timing how long you're staying in this fasted state. We don't often do that as humans. It's not a natural thing to do, right? We just eat. Well, ideally we eat when we're hungry and we stop eating when we're not. But thanks to our modern food system, it's become disordered, the way that we eat. And that has a lot to do with the types of foods that are available to us now. They cause addictions to food. They cause cravings. They cause a disruption in how we produce energy. So we're constantly looking for more energy, which is food, to get us through the day, because the foods that we are consuming are very nutrient deficient, right? So there is this dysregulated eating that we have. Well, fasting, when we start to look at fasting, it is about us being a little bit more aware. So for me, the resource that is fasting, or intermittent fasting, or time restricted eating, is about becoming more aware of how your body responds. And for many people, it has become a way of life. But if you are new to fasting, and can I please just absolutely make this as clear as I can, if you are new to fasting, especially if you have any underlying health conditions that you have as part of your life, please make sure you see your healthcare professional first, right? Get that sign off. Fasting is not for everyone. I got to say that. Like, for some people, if they need to have their medication with food, then they need to be a little bit more aware that their fasting schedule may be different to other people's, right? The common fasting schedule that I do recommend, especially for this boost camp, is that you fast for, remember, there's 24 hours in a day. I'm doing the clock. That's what the clock is. So within that 24-hour period, you will be in a fasted state, or you'll be fasting for 16 hours, and you'll be eating for all your food within an 8-hour eating window. Now, that's pretty good. That's a really good time frame to work towards. We don't need to go so extreme and say you're fasting for 20 and you're eating for 4. Some people like it. Look, if you can do it, absolutely. But what we are aiming for is something a little bit more gentle. You can go heavier or deeper into the fast if you want to. And you're aiming for a 16-hour fast with a 8-hour eating window. So you eat the meals, or the meals on boost camp, within that 8-hour window. But here's the difference when it comes to this boost camp, is we now have a system where instead of eating 3 meals a day, we're down to 2 meal times a day. Now, this doesn't mean you're going to starve. It's really important that I state that. You're still eating 3 meals, you're just having 2 meals as one. So what I've done is I have turned meal 1, right? I haven't called it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've turned meal 1. So basically, when you break your fast, I've turned meal 1 into a 2-courser. So you get to have 2 courses for meal 1. which is really exciting because it's the way I love to eat. This is how Mahe and I normally eat, is we have 2 meals or 2 courses for which essentially is our lunch. So when we break our fast, usually anywhere between 11 and 12 o'clock, usually, and everyone's different what time they break their fast, but between 11 and 12 o'clock, we break our fast and we actually sit down and we have 2 courses. Our first course, and this is really important, and when it comes to Boost Camp, you will hear me say, trust the process and stick to the plan. The order that I've set the Boost Camp up in is very important. You start with meal 1. You don't have meal 2 first and then go back to meal 1. You start with meal 1. The way that you consume and the order that you consume your food in, if you want to really be part of the shred, is you need to follow the plan, right? So meal 1 is what is known as course 1, meal 1 is what is known as a protein anchor. So this is a meal that is going to anchor protein into your body, into your tummy. It's also going to have good quality fiber, and it's going to have some healthy fats. So this layering of protein, fiber, and healthy fats is going to be such a good way to start your day to break your fast, right? So protein, fiber, and healthy fats, that's how you break your fast. What time you break it is up to you depending on your schedule. Like I said, for me and Mahe, it's around about between 11 and 12, we break our fast. So you have your course 1 and you follow the plan, right? That is Boost Camp. And course 1, you know what? Let me play a little video for you guys and I'll show you. I've actually got just a little bit of a teaser about what to expect meal-wise in this Boost Camp. So here we go. Is that the right video? I hope so. Just a bit of a teaser. That was some of the recipes that you're going to have in this meal plan, right? So you start with your protein anchor, and I'm calling it that because you need to anchor your body. You need to break your fast with something that's going to give you satisfaction, something that's going to give you energy, right? You've got to produce energy, something that's going to make you feel full, something that's going to give you the nutrients that your body needs to do all of the healing, get rid of all of the inflammation, and stabilize your blood sugar. So you must start with course 1, meal 1, right? Because course 2, meal 1 may feel, for many people who've done Boost Camps before, like you're having a treat. And these include things like my healthy Cocoa Pops, which I made and shared with you guys a couple of weeks ago. Was it a couple of weeks ago now? I've lost track of time. But so there's my healthy Cocoa Pops. There is an amazing bircher that's on there. There is a wonderful baked raspberry pudding. It may feel like you're having dessert every single day. And this is the beauty about this program. But in order for our bodies to be able to properly process that second course, right? You've got to anchor your protein first. So it's really important that you follow those steps. Meal 1, course 1, protein anchor. Meal 1, course 2. Sorry, guys. So the second course of your meal 1, about 20 minutes, within 20 minutes of your first course, is the fiber finish. So all of the recipes that I have created for course 2, which is basically like I'm going to say it, you're having a main course and then you're having a bit of dessert, something a little bit treaty and special. That has been designed to be your fiber finish. And what does fiber do for your body? Well, it looks after your gut health. Fiber also keeps you feeling really good because I want to bridge that gap, right, between meal 1 and meal 2. I want to bridge that gap before you have your last meal of the day, your dinner. At dinner time, whenever that might be, is I want to bridge that gap to make sure that in between meal 1 and meal 2, you're not feeling like you need to sneak off to the cupboard and grab yourself a snack. You're not feeling you need to stop at the gas station and pick up a chocolate bar because you're full, you're satisfied. I bridge that gap with our fiber finish. So it's really important that you eat in that order. And this is going to be a game changer for so many people, because not only are we talking about you spending less time prepping, this meal plan is extremely quick to put together. I looked at the prep list. I had to check it a couple of times as I was writing it to make sure I hadn't left anything off, because I was like, surely it can't be this quick. So the prep list is going to be faster, which means you're getting back more time. The time that you actually have to involve in the sitting down, the preparing, the getting out of food, that has also been dramatically reduced. One of the things that people would always say to me is that there was an overwhelm that they felt, and I wanted to really reduce that burden down for people, that feeling of overwhelm, which of course means our cortisol goes up. I wanted to reduce that. Basically, I want you to do the whole 28 days, not get halfway through and go, this is too much, I can't do this, but actually be like, I'm doing this. I'm in the rhythm. I get this. It makes sense. It's easy. It's delicious. I'm seeing results. I'm just going to keep on going because I feel amazing. That's what I wanted to create when it came to this boost camp. So it is now live. This 28-day shred is now live. I've got a few more things. Don't leave now. I've got a few more things that I want to discuss with you guys when it comes to how the shred works. So we're talking about not just shredding fat, but for a lot of people, this is a part of your journey. So I wanted to acknowledge that and make sure that was well represented in this camp, that if you have excess fat stores that you want to shred or get rid of, this is going to help to stabilize your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar is stable, you can get into fat burning mode. When your blood sugar is all over the place because your diet is all over the place, it is almost impossible to lose fat, right? Almost impossible, pretty much impossible. When your blood sugar is high, you cannot burn fat as energy. That activity is shut down by that high blood sugar spike. So we stabilize your blood sugar with protein anchor, followed by a fiber finish, meal 1, and then meal 2 is another way of creating the nutrients, the energy, the healing in your body without again overwhelming your digestive system. So I've been really conscious about how I've ordered the way that you eat. I've been really conscious about the types of food and the styles of meals as well. So that's one thing to keep an eye out for when you look at the boost camp. But the other thing when it comes to this particular style of boost camp is, yes, it involves a intermittent fasting lifestyle or time-restricted eating. So ideally 16 hours of fasting, and you eat your 2 meals within 8 hours. That's easy to do, right? Think about that. You're not trying to scram 3 meals, and you're eating basically 2 meals in 8 hours. That is very doable. So you may think to yourself, you know what? I'm used to doing a 16-hour fast. So I actually might do an 18-hour fast on this one and eat my 2 meals within 6 hours. Look, I'm going to leave that up to you. But we want to do a minimum of 16-hour fast with a 8-hour eating window. That's what I kind of work on. That's my time frame. That's what Mahe and I have worked on for a number of years. And there's not too much stress on the body. There's not too much stress on my mind. There's enough time for me to get all my meals in. In fact, I'm so used to doing this style of eating now, I don't even need to time myself. It's just automated, right? But if you're new to intermittent fasting, remember, check with your doctor first, or that, you're increasing your fasting time. If those are kind of on the cards for you, you may want to time it just to begin with, just until you get into your natural rhythm, your natural flow. So we've got intermittent fasting. We've got a 2-meal system with Boost Camp with the nutrition. But here's the third thing that I recommend for this. And this is for people who are here to shred the fat. This is for people who are really leaning in. Because like I said, Boost Camp isn't about just shredding the fat. It's about shredding the inflammation. And it's also about shredding the guilt that we have as well. Lowering that guilt factor that we always feel like, oh, I'm not doing the right thing. I could be doing better. I should be doing better. All that guilt that we attach to our nutrition and the way that we eat and the lifestyle that we have. I want to shred that away for you guys. I want to say, look, doing this style is not just sustainable, because that's what I want to do. I want to build in that sustainability factor. But eating in this way, it's a lifestyle. It's a manageable lifestyle. And this is going to teach you how. So the third element for people who really want to shred the fat, if you're here to shred excessive fat on your body, in 28 days for you to not just feel better, but look better, for your clothes to fit better, for you to have more energy, for you to be sleeping better, because this is all combined when we start to rid ourselves of excessive fat that we've been storing, for some of us, for far too long, right? Is when we feel better and look better, it just kind of all makes sense. So here's the third recommendation that I have for this camp as well, is that you include some type of dedicated movement into your 28 days. Now that movement's going to look different for everyone. And there's no one size fits all here. And by the way, our special guest who's going to be joining us on a cuppa and a chat, because we do that, right? When you're a Boost Camp member, you can join in on the community get together we do once a month. I'm going to have a special guest joining us for the cuppa and chat coming up in a couple of weeks' time for our Boost Camp members. And it's going to be one of the top fitness instructors in Australia is going to join us for a bit of a chat, because movement is recommended in the 28-day shred. It is absolutely recommended if shredding is your goal when it comes to fat. So here's some stats for you guys. Here's some really crazy stats. This is what science tells us, right? That if you just focused on exercise alone in order to lose fat, to get rid of excess fat, within a couple of months, you would see, if you're just focusing on exercise and fat loss was your goal, you would see on average less than 1% drop in body fat percentage. Less than 1%, right, of your body fat would go if you just focused on exercise alone. Like that's crazy, because I know so many people even today who, when they say, I want to lose weight, or I want to, get rid of my belly fat, or wherever that fat may be lingering, the first thing they do is they go off and they start exercising like crazy, right? They're off to the gym, they're going for long walks, they're going for a run, they're jumping on the treadmill, they're doing all the things that we have associated with fat loss. But here's the science. If you just focus on exercise alone, expect to see less than 1% change in your body of weight loss. 1%. Like, that's a lot of work for 1%, let me tell you. Now, what if you focused on just your Boost Camp journey? Right? So you just focused on the nutrition. Now, nutrition, of course, it's not just about weight loss. It's about being healthy overall, body health, right? Forgot about my coffee. It's not just about, losing weight. It's about having more energy, sleeping better, having better skin, nails, hair. It's about having better gut health. It's about having better digestion. It's about feeling better, having better mood. It's all those things, right? That's what nutrition gives us. Food is medicine. So if you just focus on the Boost Camp journey alone, so you did the 28-day shred alongside me and the community, you could expect to see up to 10% drop in weight. Up to 10%. This is quite common within our community. Science backs it up that if you are eating the right nutrition, you could expect to lose up to 10% of your body weight. And that's in 28 days, right? So if you're weighing 100 kilos now, you could expect to be down, this is possible, 10 kilos in 28 days. That's impressive. That is impressive. That's what nutrition brings to the table, right? Amazing. But if you really want to lean into this, and I do recommend this for the shred, if you really want to lean into this program, then you need to add the next part of the puzzle. And that is that dedicated movement. Now, that movement could involve really, really brisk walking, right? So it's free. You're outside, you're getting that big shot of oxygen in. Brisk walking is a really good way to do it. It could involve, running for people. I'm not a runner, but I know for a lot of people, running is very popular now. There's lots of run clubs that you can join. So running might be your thing. Maybe you are joining a gym, and absolutely, I love being able to go somewhere and have all the equipment there that I need, and I love it. And also, people have personal trainers, and they attend classes. You can do all that sort of stuff. 100%. And if you are joining a gym, I highly recommend strength training as a part of your of your program, or getting yourself a personal trainer just for a couple of sessions so that they can teach you how to really do these exercises if you are in a gym space or you're wanting to work out at home. There's a million ways that you can slice and dice your movement. But if you combine Boost Camp, the 28-day shred, remember, you can lose up to 10% of your body weight from nutrition alone. And then you combine exercise as well. Boom. Right? These two beautifully collide together. You can expect to see losses of up to 18%. 18% if you combine nutrition with dedicated movement. And like I said, that movement is going to look different for everyone, because we are all different when it comes to our goals, when it comes to our body, when it comes to our ability to do certain things, right? So it's going to look different for everyone. But if you combine the two, 18%. So if you really want to lean into the shred side of this, the fat loss shred, then you're combining that 28-day boost camp, the shred boost camp, the 2-meal system, intermittent fasting, and you're locking it all in together with dedicated movement. You can expect to see some pretty amazing results. 18%. Just to put it in context for you guys, can I just say the word weight loss, the words, there's two of them, weight loss injections, right? I'm talking about Ozempic, I'm talking about Wegovy, I'm talking about Mounjaro. If you just did that shot, right? Didn't look after your nutrition, didn't do any exercise, those types of weight loss injections, especially the ones that have more than one activity involved, like Mounjaro has 2 different types of ways that it assists with weight loss. Mounjaro, you can expect to lose 14% of your weight, 14% with weight loss injections. But of course, you're not just losing fat, you're losing muscle. Muscle's very, very lean. Muscle's very hard to get back once you've lost it. You're not just losing fat. You're also, chances are, not eating well because you're not looking after your nutrition. You're not optimizing it. So your health may not be the greatest. Sure, you're losing weight, but to what cost? So my recommendation is, if you are wanting to shed the fat, you have that dedicated movement at least 3 to 4 times a week, right? Especially adding in strength training in there, so you're keeping your muscles really, really strong. And you could expect an 18%. And this is science. This is not my opinion. This is all based in science, which is absolutely beautiful. So that is the shred for you guys. Just before I go, I also want to share with you, like, if you haven't already, come and sign up to Boost Camp, become a member. There's a very good reason why. There is a very, very good reason why. You could go to our store right now, actually, it's got a new name. It's called bhkshop.com. Just go BHK Shop into Google, or Bridget's shop into Google. Bridget's Healthy Kitchen, you'll find my store. You can go to our store now, you can look at all the meal plans, and you could just boom, buy the meal plan, right? That's going to cost you 87 Australian dollars just to get the 28-day shred meal plan. But wait, there's more. You don't have to do that. You can actually not only save money, but then if you wanted to really lean into the shred, come and be a member of Boost Camp. Here is why. Remember that number 87? Let me show you what can happen. Where are we? Here we are. So on the left there, we have the Boost Camp starter, which is $87. That's meal plan only, right? If you just want the meal plan. Of course, the meal plan comes with weekly shopping lists, step-by-step recipes, and the Boost Camp ebooks. You get those as well. But if you become a member of Boost Camp, you pay only $77 for your meal plan. Plus, look at all those benefits. There are so many benefits there. I couldn't even fit it all into the image. It keeps on going past that. That's the one in black, right? So you get the meal plan, of course. You get the shopping list, the beverage list, the weekly prep list. You get the comprehensive substitution list. You get the bonus snack recipes. You get access to member portal. You get live monthly group coaching sessions. You get exclusive Boost Camp community, direct access to Bridget and the team, full access to Boost Camp Academy, which is where all of our learning sits, and it's a learn as you go system. You also get over 150 masterclass videos, workout videos, 19 plus workout videos, Boost Camp ebooks, 14 plus comprehensive learning libraries with more added every month. That's in Boost Camp Academy. You get all of that for $77. So my advice to you, save yourself some money, and lean into your journey, join Boost Camp. It is very easy to join. All you need to do, let me throw that into here we go. Just go to the 28dayboostcamp.com, sign up. You'll get a code to choose your meal plan. You're here because of the shred. You choose the meal plan shred. I'm thinking Shrek. It's shred. It's not an ogre. It is the shred. So you choose your meal plan. Then you download it and you're off. You're off to the races. You're off and running, saving money, getting access to the community, access to all of those benefits as well. It's the full benefit option, and it's actually cheaper. You should just do that. It's absolutely wonderful. So before I go, I just want to, has anyone got any questions? I can see some beautiful people joining us. I can see Ruth. Lynn is joining us as well. We've also got Krista joining us. Good morning to Krista. Mindy is joining us. What is the name of the camp in the academy, please? Of this camp in the academy. Mine is coming up with a fatigue, which is the last one. I'm not sure what you mean there, Mindy. So the name of this camp is the 28-day shred. That is coming up. Sorry, I'm not sure. Not quite sure what that means there. That was from Mindy. Good morning to Julene, who's joining us, and Narelle is joining us. The recipes are great. Especially if you love that idea of 2 courses, right? 2 courses for lunch. I love that idea. In fact, that's how I eat. And I've been eating this way for quite some time. And just I guess I feel so much more because you guys know how busy I am, right? And most times, I don't have time to sit down to 3 meals. I really don't. I love sitting down to meals. So when I do carve out that time during my day, and for us, the biggest meal of the day is a lunch meal. And it's a good idea if you are, wanting to really benefit from this program, is that you eat the majority of your calories, for want of a better word, during daylight hours. So you eat the most of your energy during daylight hours, because your body and your metabolism actually slows down as the sun begins to set. So you don't want to consume all of your energy at night, because you're not going to use it up, by just being active during the day. So I consume the biggest meal which is when I break my fast. It's my lunch meal. And then I find that, I can use up that energy. And then by the time I do, I get to dinner, I'm feeling good again, I'm hungry, and then we're into it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, ladies and gentlemen, this is from Joe. Can I still have my morning coffee? Yes, you can, Joe, but there's a caveat there. So what I have in here is I do have a teaspoon of Boost Protocol, because very, very low in energy. So you can add your Boost Protocol, but I don't have, can you see it's black? Well, it's creamy. It's got crema on it, but it's a black coffee. So when it comes to fasting, you can still drink beverages. I'm not saying you've got to go without everything. In fact, it's really important that you keep up your hydration. So I start my day with, I've already had a liter of water. I'm on my 2nd liter before I have my coffee. I've been up since 5 a.m. So, I don't normally have my first coffee till 2 or 3 hours after I wake up. I've got my water. I have my electrolyte drink. I do all of that, but I don't add anything into my beverage that's going to cause too much energy and break my fast. So you need to drink either herbal tea or coffee. You can drink black tea. You can drink black coffee. In fact, just use the beverage list in the meal plan on page 13. I know it's on page 13 because I was in there yesterday, and it gives you the recommended beverages. There's also some additional beverages that I've added into the recipes, things like yogi tea, there's protein tea, there's a chai, turmeric chai latte in there as well. There is an amazing vinegar tonic that I've created in case you want to have something sparkling and a little bit, and I also added my ginger ale into this one as well. So you can absolutely, in fact, you must drink your beverages. I make that in the Boost Camp, in the meal plan. I lay that out as the importance of drinking it. Just remember that when it comes to staying in a fasted state, you can't have anything in your beverages that's going to have too much energy. So lattes are out of the question, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I would just avoid any type of dairy or non-dairy milk in your hot drinks until you've broken your fast. You're fine once you've broken your fast, But until you do, just avoid those as well, because you want to stay in that fasted state. You want to make the best or the most out of that time. Your body is not needing to digest anything. You're not spiking your blood sugar. You're keeping it nice and stable. And it's the fastest way to firstly get into fat burning mode, but also allow your body the time it needs to go through this healing process. Digestion of any type takes up a lot of energy in the body. If you've ever heard of a food coma, that's what that's all about. You eat and you're like, I'm so tired, because your body literally then has to divert all of its energy into digesting food. So when you're in a fasted state, your body has all this energy. And you know what your body does when it's in a fasted state? It does things like begin to go through healing processes, because it has the time and the space to do it. So it's important that you don't break your fast unknowingly. And some of the ways that you will do that is by adding sweeteners, obviously sugars and stuff like that, to your coffee that have a really high calorie load. Like I said, Boost Protocol is absolutely fine because the calories are so low, the energy is so low that you'll stay in that fasted state. But avoid lattes and things along those lines. In fact, just to be safe, go completely milk free if you can until you've broken your fast, and then go for it. It's going to be a challenge, but you know what? That is what this is all about, right? It is about challenging us. It's about challenging our thinking. It's about challenging our body. It's about breaking away from our normal way of doing things. It's about saying to the body that I'm still active. I'm still making changes. I'm still trying things out. I'm still wanting you to do the things that I need to give me good health. If we keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again, our body gets adapted to it. And when our body gets adapted, quite frankly, it gets lazy. So we are here to challenge ourselves. And yes, this may be challenging to you guys. This may be challenging. This may be something that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can. If you feel like that, you can, right? Challenge is good. Challenge is important. And I don't care how young or old you are, challenge is important. In fact, one of our oldest boost campers is turning 86 in a couple of months. 86, right? She's 85 now. She is so active. She's never, every time we call her, this is Mahe's mum, every time we call her, she's never home because she's always out in her garden. She's always out, in the community. She works within the community. She works at church. She's always gone. She's always out and about. She's one of our most active community members. So one of the things that I absolutely adore about this lady is that she's always up for a challenge. If I give her new bits of information when it comes to her health, she's taking notes and she's out there and she's doing it. She's taking action straight away. So we are never too old to make changes, because our body actually likes change. It likes to be challenged, not to a point where it completely, dominates everything that you do. This is managed challenge. This is managed stress. This is known as hormesis. This is when the hormesis is very good for the body, when we give it enough of a challenge that it breaks it out of its cycle. And if losing fat is your goal, if gaining health is your goal, if improving the way that you sleep, the way that you produce energy, if improving all these systems in your body is part of your goal, then you need to challenge yourself. Step out of that comfort zone just a little bit, right? Just put a little foot out there and give it a go. And you will be absolutely floored at what you can achieve. If this amazing lady can do it and she turns 86 in a couple of months, imagine what you can do. So I better go. I've just realized I'm about to lose battery power on my laptop. But I think you guys know what's up. The 28-day Shred Boost Camp is now available for download. You just got to go to either to our store to just purchase the meal plan, or save yourself some money and go to the 28dayboostcamp.com. Download and you can start your boot camp journey today. Have a great day, everyone. It has been my absolute honor and pleasure to be spending some time with you. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. I got a cooking class. You don't want to miss out on this one. I'm cooking straight from the shred. I'm going to be cooking some recipes. My favorite recipe. I always pick one. I've got one. I'm going to be showing you my favorite recipe from the 28-day shred. It is not just my favorite recipe. Oh, I just found the plug to plug me in. It's not just my favorite recipe, but it's also takes less than 15 minutes to make. So they're fast as well. I'm going to share with you guys my favorite recipe from the 28-day shred on Sunday at 12 o'clock in my kitchen. See you there. Until then, have a great day, everyone. Be well, be safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Take care.